welcome back to my channel. My name's Snow and I'm planning to thru hike the Arizona Trail for 2021. Today I'm going to talk about a couple new products that I'm going to bring on the trail and why I'm excited about them. Most importantly, I'm talking about 5 items that have made me more sustainable because of thru hiking. I just got a couple new items for the trail, and I thought this would be a good opportunity to talk a little bit more about how thru hiking has actually made me more sustainable. So here are going to be 5 reasons of how thru hiking has made me more sustainable. So let's get into it. Reason number 1, it's going to be living with less. I think it's pretty obvious that when you're hiking, you do not want to carry a bunch of stuff because it's going to weigh a lot and it's going to make hiking a lot harder. So it really helps you pare down the essentials of what is really important, the best items, and the least weight that they're going to use. So along with this comes the idea of that you're really valuing these items. So the clothing that you wear, the shoes that you're bringing, your sleeping bag, and other gear, you're going to make sure that it's really important to you, that it's going to be serving your purpose. And if you're really a thru hiker and you're ultralight, it's going to have multiple purposes, so you can use it multi different ways. I also like the idea of that you're using what you have too. So you're going to use everything all the way up, or that you're recycling things. And one of the parts about being sustainable is that you're not only not trying to buy as much things, that you're using already the items that you have. And for me, I think that's really important because nowadays it's easy to look online and see, oh, these are the top 5 backpacks, these are the top 5 sleeping pads, these are the top 5 sleeping bags or tents. And those are really great. However, I think it's more fun when people kind of don't have as mainstream type items and they kind of use what they have and they can still complete their hike that way. And I just love that factor. Like my first thru hike, I didn't have a name brand backpack or sleeping bag or anything like that, and I carried a lot of like random items, and you kind of learn from that, but I don't know, I think there's some sort of like whimsy with that as well too, and it's more personality as opposed to seeing like 5 Hyperlake bags. And I know I do have a Hyperlake bag, but we actually came upon it through like a garage sale, and you know, I'm not knocking into those brands. They're great, and I want to use them as well too, but I think it's important that if you already have something that you can use or reconstruct use, that's going to work. Number 2, and this has to do with all my ladies out there, and it is called the Diva Cup. So for most people, or for most females who get their periods, you either use tampons or pads. The Diva Cup was actually recommended to me when I was in Peace Corps. However, I didn't use one, I didn't buy one until I was on my thru hike. And it's pretty much a menstrual cup that you insert, and it catches all of the blood or anything else. You can reuse over and over again, and you don't have to continuously use pads or tampons and then dispose of those as well too. And it's just nice because it's like reusable, you're able to clean it out. Yeah, it's only one thing as opposed to like having to replace and buy new items. I'm so excited about these because I just got these the other day. There is a shop, a local shop that just opened, and they are selling shampoo bars. So if you've never seen shampoo bars before, they are absolutely gorgeous. I got this one. This is actually just a half of the one that I bought because we're using the other one right now. And she makes them herself locally, and it's just made with a very natural elements. Like this one is rosemary. Ooh. Rosemary and I think some kind of mint, so it just smells really nice. But this is all the packaging. There's no like plastic bottles or anything else, and you can just buy these and use them. And they're great for thru hikes because if you're flying somewhere or if you're trying to use like shampoo, just trying to figure out the way that you're going to wash your hair, these are really simple and easy to pack, and they don't really have to be that big as well too. So I think the first time I used one of these was on the Arizona Trail in 2019. And we're trying to switch over to using them more. We still have like a bottle of shampoo, but we're still trying to focus on using just shampoo bars, and especially if we can buy it locally. I mean, like there's no packaging at all, which is pretty amazing. Additionally, I found something else really exciting, and this is a moisturizer bar. This one has a coffee scent, and it smells so good. This is actually just a third of the bar right here and use it just as like a moisturizer. You can put it on top. It helps if your skin is already pretty warm. But for me, I'm going to use this as a deodorant. And I know there's a bit of controversy of, luxury items, what you want to bring and how much you want to carry. And for me, I really liked having deodorant on trail. I know a lot of people are like, oh, that's such a waste of space. But, your girl, she works hard and she creates like a mean scent, and she would like to maybe have something nice to smell. Like, that's one of the things about me too, is like I am very in tune to smell. And I just enjoy it. It's like a nice thing to have, and it is a luxury on trail. And I'm even more excited that I can just bring this little bar instead of having to bring a deodorant, and it's natural, it smells great, and there's no packaging. So those are things that I was really excited about, which kind of inspired me to make this video. Number 4 are going to be investing in your gear. So this has to do with like darn tough socks, and I kind of mentioned this before as well too. Something that you're going to reuse over and over again, and if you equate it to clothing, kind of cutting out fast fashion, because there's a variety of different reasons why that's not an economical, and also just like a humanity issue as well too. Just some of the labor that's used is not something that I want to support. And hey, I'm not perfect. I definitely am trying to move towards all these things, and it's just a reminder to myself as well too that by buying things you are contributing, and that your money really is kind of your own vote as well too. So just like investing in like good quality gear, and like Darn Tough is like such a great example because the quality is really great. Like, I still get holes in my socks, but I just returned 2 pairs of socks and they reimbursed me for those. And it's just much more economical, but also just like leaving less of a footprint than if you were to just continuously buy socks and like have to buy them continuously on trail and just using more of them. So it just kind of goes further as well. It just investing in certain pieces, and just the quality is a lot better. So I appreciate that. Last one is going to be just walking different places instead of driving. So right after I got back from the PCT, when I started my job at Goodwill, I was working at a bookstore there. I was the supervisor, and it was about 3 miles from my house, and I didn't have a car at this time, but I knew I could hike multiple miles, and I still wanted to incorporate that into my life of just getting that movement. So for the first month or 2, I just walked. I walked to work, and I would work and then I would walk home. So after I was able to save up more money, then from there I actually bought a bike, and I biked to work. And that's kind of one of my favorite things that I remember about that job, is being able to bike and, physically get there by myself without using any like motorized vehicle or like a car. And don't get me wrong, those are great, and like I have a car, and I think in America most places you really need a car in order to get certain places, but through hiking just reminded me of we're made to walk, and it makes us feel better, and we are really able to walk an incredible amount. Like, if you think about it, and it does take some time, but it's also like time well spent too. It's kind of like killing 2 birds with 1 stone. You're trying to get somewhere, and then you're also getting that exercise as well. So yeah, I don't know, I love that aspect. So these are 5 ways that hiking has made me more sustainable. I hope this was a little bit helpful, or maybe kind of interesting, and I hope maybe inspires you to, looking forward in 2021, to use a little less plastic, or maybe walk a little bit more, use less car fuels, or I don't know, just do what you can. And I'm not trying to harp on anybody, but this is our planet, and we're responsible for it, so small steps really do help. And it's something that I'm trying to work on. I'm trying to be more conscious of it, and I feel excited about the growth that I've seen within myself, and just kind of taking on that responsibility that we need to take care of this earth. I just think it's interesting how through hiking really has been that pivotal experience that has helped me to be more sustainable and just be more conscious as well too. So just a couple things that I've been learning and thinking about and trying to implement as well too. So thanks so much for watching, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.